Okay, I should be live. Hi, it's me, your Mother Goose Justine, and I am back with another Amberlyn Reed React. I would love to welcome my gaggle back to my flock. Alright, so today, Emily spilled some tea with Mr. Snowflake, guys, and I'm going to react to it. I'm going to have a timestamp to when the reaction begins pinned in the comments in case you want to skip right to the reaction. I don't blame you guys. I'm going to get to it very quickly. I can't wait to watch this myself. So, good morning, everybody. Well, it just turned noon here, so it's technically the afternoon, but we don't always abide by that here. Let's see who was first. Punk Rock Noir was first again. Hey, next was Sienna Snowcam. Well, that's ominous. Snowcam. That's like ominous. It's like freaking. Did you know this was gonna happen? I'm kidding. Let's see. Lola, Jade, Buster, T-Cat, Jess, okay, Danny. No. 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 Who is Porcahontas? I need to know who you are. Good morning, Pines. Cat Lou is here. Megan's here. Hey, and Fosse. Hey, everybody. Fosse's here with her pad thai. Everybody, so friggin' don't worry. I'm gonna get right to Kimberlini. It's so good to see you. And Teddy. Let's see. The Money Beats. Yay! I feel like I got new people. Hey, everybody. Oh, hey, Haley. Haley said I just watched this and I'm happy to watch again. Oh yeah, that's another thing I was gonna ask. I'm sure many of you have seen this already because this came out about an hour and a half ago, so please no spoilers in the chat. Don't worry, I'm gonna get to it very soon. Hey, Leoncita. I don't know if I missed it. I hope I didn't miss anybody. If I did, I'm sorry. Let's see. Oh, Travis said I missed part of Pulpy covering. You know what it is? I'm sure that there's many other people like covering this even at this moment, so I'm really appreciative that you guys are even friggin' here because I need like my training wheels to watch this. By my training wheels I mean you guys. Like I need you guys to hold my hand through this because this is a big deal. Oh, thank you. Cat Lou has been a member for 16 months. She said, have a wonderful stream, Justine. This one is a ride. Yeah. It's a ride. I haven't even clicked on it yet. Look at the thumbnail. Look at that thumbnail. This is very, it looks like a very big deal. Hey, Tim. Yeah, who's Porcahontas? Porcahontas, who I like it. Oh, it's Danny. Hey, that's hilarious. I don't know if I can say that with a straight face. I might just call you Danny. You haven't seen it yet, Pines? Oh my god, can I get to it, guys? I want to give you guys a minute to join the chat. That's the thing, you know. I want everybody. I want my whole friggin' I need my whole flock to be gathered here. Sarah said, "What's up, gooses?" I saw some complaints. Some of you guys don't like Mr. Snowflake, and I know I don't blame you guys. There's no reactor like me. Oh, CM with the goose emoji. I didn't say hi to you. Hey. Let's see. Who else? I think that's it. Oh, hey, Jamie. Oh, yeah. So, friggin' I can't, yeah, I don't blame you guys. I know I'm, like, the best reactor. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. But the reason why we're watching this is because this is the tea is boiling, okay? Oh, Porcahontas. Danny said, I couldn't resist. I kind of can't. I could barely even say that yesterday when I was reacting to that. I couldn't even say it. I was dying laughing. Oh, Jamie said everybody grab a buddy for this. Alright, does everyone have their coffee? Does everyone have a snack? I just had, oh, hey, TJ. TJ Sky, hello. I just had my avocado toast. I had that for breakfast. I mean, obviously that's why I don't own this house. We're renting because I put avocado on my toast instead of butter. You know, that's a big problem. Oh, you're missing it, Katie? Oh, well, it'll be here when you get back, and there'll be a timestamp in case you want to skip me saying... Basically, all I'm saying is I'm going to get right to it over and over again, so I need to just get to it. Oh, Jason's got popcorn. Good. Cecily said no spoilers, y'all, but I just finished it and it's crazy. Oh, my coffee's made. Cole. I'm not wasting you guys' time with that. Anywho's. Wait, what's that mean? Jason said you'll never afford a house like that. Yeah, I know. It's because now you can't. See, that's why millennials never bought their houses. It's because of the avocado on the toast instead of butter. That was a huge mistake on our part, and that's why I'm decades behind in my financial plan because I put avocado on my toast instead of butter. Wait, Hannah said, Justine, sometimes I think about that time early on in their relationship that you did a tarot reading and were so shook that you almost ended the stream. That was an omen. Yeah, I mean, we could tell she was disturbing just from her friggin' very public social media. Tim said, I think we need a whole pot of coffee instead of a cup. Unfortunately, my Keurig is like a single thing, so I can only make 1 cup at a time, which is so awful. Oh no, Sienna Snowcamp said, I used to own a house, then I discovered avocado toast. I know, it's a big problem. Right, and the lattes, Sarah said. I know, the friggin' spending $6 on a latte once a week really kept us from doing anything financially. I mean, I couldn't save a penny because of that. That was a huge financial mistake, friggin'. I can't. Sorry. I'm kind of relieved because nowadays, now they're picking on Gen Z instead of millennials anymore. So, you know, good on that. Oh, Cat Lou, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, does this pay for an avocado these days? Nah, avocados, if you want to put avocado on your toast, it's going to run you at least $17. Yep, 17 for one avocado. Yeah, you might have to staple the avocados to the toast, Buster, to, you know, so you get more out of it. You know what I mean? Because avocados are very expensive. You're never going to be able to. You're not going to be able to invest. You're not going to be able to save for college. You're not going to be able to save for your kids. Friggin', you have to put butter on your toast instead of an avocado. Otherwise, you're never going nowhere in life. Oh, thank you again for that, Cat Lou. Alright guys, you know what, friggin', I'm just gonna get started because you wanna know why? The reason why, okay, like I was saying, I'm happy because I'm sure that there's other reactors that are reacting to this at this moment, so thank you for joining me. I have to do this now. This is much earlier than I normally have my public streams because I don't like the lighting this time of day, but the reason why I'm doing it, the reason why I'm sacrificing my, you know, late afternoon lighting is because I have to watch this without spoilers because friggin' I have to. Alright, friggin' I can't even. Alright, so here we go. Let me get my chat up. Oh my god, I've got like a pit in my stomach. What's the matter with me? It's just a friggin'... Here's the thing, before I get into it, I was talking to Jamie about this. I was talking to Jamie about this video, and I didn't want spoilers, but I was just asking her. I was like, well, what do you think? I was like, do you think, like, is Tommy even credible? Right, that's the thing, because the both of them, Amber, Tommy, you can't really trust either one of them, right? We barely know Tommy. What we do know about her is her public social media, and it's sus, to say the least, right? And then there's Amber, who you can't trust with friggin' not anything. So friggin', but the thing is, the reason why you can kind of trust Emily, I was saying, the reason why you can kind of Emily / Tommy, the reason why you can kind of trust her more than Amber, I was saying it's because Tommy doesn't have like a social media that pays, especially a social media that pays the bills like Amber does, right? So what would her motivation be to say a bunch of lies about Amber like this? Like, what? No, literally, I doubt she's getting paid for the or paid much for this. It's not like she'd be able to quit her job because of this. So what would the motivation be? So that's why I feel like you can kind of trust this because because Emily's been doxxed at this point, which is awful. I don't agree with it, but she's been doxxed. So why would she make it worse with a bunch of lies right now? I mean, if I were being dragged through the mud publicly like this, I would just I don't know. I just feel like you can trust Emily a little better because Amber's got a million reasons to lie. That she needs to try to protect her, quote, reputation online, right? Right. I think you guys get my point, so I'm just going to, once again, get my chat up. Hey, everybody. Here it is. Oh, look how concerned I look in the thumbnail. I look worried in the thumbnail. I don't know why. I'm not the one in the hot water. Okay, Illegal said, I believe nothing without receipts. Apparently there's receipts in this one. I asked about that. Oh, well, Jason said revenge for the doxing. That's a good point. Actually, the revenge for doxing, which is, awful. I never agree with the doxing of the girlfriends, by the way, but that would be a good reason. That's true, Jason. That's a very good point. Thank you. Bronzy said, I trust Emily to be truthful because why not? But also, why do this? Take a lesson from Jade. That's kind of where I'm getting at. Like, why put yourself through all of this just for a bunch of lies? I don't know. I guess revenge for the... I can't take this, guys. I'm going to click on the link. So I need you guys to let me know if the volume's alright and whatnot, because just say it in the chat if you need it louder or softer, or... I gotta watch this now.
I don't even know where to begin or start.
Hi everyone.
Hi.
This is me talking with Emily. Right, here we go. Hi Emily.
I'm not ready. I'm not ready. Oh, okay, good. I thought it was going to be her voice. I was about to say, I'm not ready for that.
I hope all is well. What made you want to come out now and discuss your time with Amber? Yeah. Honestly, I was content staying silent for a long time, but I'm tired of watching her dodge any real accountability. She creates her own reality and then expects everyone to play along. The sad part is most people do because they're either scared of her or don't want to deal with the drama.
Right.
But I hit a point where I just couldn't sit back and watch her keep rewriting the truth.
Holy moly. All right. Yeah, I mean, this sounds like Amber so far. I believe her so far. Hey, Buster.
So I say, well, I'm glad you have decided to speak up, so I guess we start at the beginning. I'm guessing everything was fine at the start of the relationship, or were there any little red flags?
Little red flags? Jeez Louise. Have you guys seen the red flag guy on YouTube? Well, he's also on TikTok. He does like red flag, green flag relationship stuff. And he's got like the giant red and green flags, like the size of blankets, right? That's Amber. A giant red flag the size of a freaking tarp.
She says, at first everything was great. I really thought I had found someone who was kind, laid back, and just fun.
Laid back? I don't know how she got that. I mean, I guess by that she means someone who lays down a lot. I mean, that's pretty accurate.
To be around. She was able to carry on a conversation, and it's hard to find these days. Looking back now, I obviously was looking at everything through rose-colored glasses. She really made it seem like she was this grounded, supportive person. I told her upfront...
Grounded support... Does she not watch her videos? Where's she getting these impressions? Friggin'.
That I was grieving Colleen, and still will be.
Yeah.
She said she understood, respected that. She said it wouldn't be an issue at all. That was super important to me, for her to be accepting of it. And for a little while, it felt good. We actually had fun together. We laughed, joked around, and it was chill. I genuinely enjoyed spending time with her before she started showing me who she really is. I guess it was a typical scenario of love bombing. After everything I had been through, it was just nice to feel wanted and not so alone anymore. And I say, was it still nice when she came to stay with you? How long was she meant to stay for?
Okay, so let me see what you... Right, City Jeweler said, did Tommy not watch Amber's videos? In what world is Amber laid back? Like, at that point, that's what you get for believing Amber's Kool-Aid. Because everybody's come out at this point, ex-friends, ex-girlfriends, everyone's talked about what a nightmare Amber is when you don't do what Amber wants. At this point, it's not a secret, okay, that she's a nightmare and she badgers people until she gets what she wants. Like we've heard that so many times. I just can't. So apparently, yeah, there are actual people that do believe Amber's Kool-Aid, literally, I guess. I don't know.
Emily says, there were a few little red flags early on, like how Amber would get upset if I didn't FaceTime her for hours every single day.
Red flag. That's a huge red flag. I would hate that. I'm not good for that. I mean, maybe that's a red flag, but I mean, I love FaceTiming. That is my preferred method of conversation because I hate texting, and voice to text for some reason never works, and I don't know. Plus, I can see what you got going on over there. You know, I'm nosy, right? Friggin', but for hours a day, you know, Emily's got a job. That's the thing. Right? She's got a friggin' job, so she can't do stuff like that. That's why Amber is better suited dating, like, much, like, younger people with no jobs, I guess, who need her to buy them Walmart crap.
Or if I was busy at work and didn't have time to message her.
Yes, I was very codependent with Destiny, and I can admit that. I can absolutely admit that. I will admit that 100%.
Right, Amber said stuff like this a lot. The problem with Emily, I guess, is maybe she's seen stuff like that and figured, oh, I'm sure Amber's grown past that, though. No, Amber does not learn from things or grow past things, ever. She does grow, but in a different way, right? Friggin'.
I wanted either, like, a text or, like, a call, just to be like, I love you, my day's been good. That's all.
I don't believe you.
Because I was home alone 24/7.
I believe you're home alone 24/7. First of all, whose fault is that? Second of all, you know what?
I'm not perfect. Beck wasn't perfect. Like, I was super controlling of their time, of, like, their energy. I always wanted them near me. Like,
this stuff is not a secret. Like, Amber's even admitted it. The girlfriends have admitted this. Like, if you don't, you gotta believe. When people show you who they are, you gotta believe them.
Like, always.
She'd take it personally and get upset. During my first visit to Oklahoma, things actually seemed to go really well. But it was a short trip, and we were still in that honeymoon phase. It was during my second visit that things started to feel off.
I feel like a honeymoon phase is kind of a red flag to begin with. Like, if there's like a bubble phase where everything seems perfect, that's because everything's actually effed, in my opinion.
She would get irritated if I checked my...
Right, sorry. Kilwell said exactly, it's the world's fault. She's home alone and bedbound. It's the world's fault she has untreated BPD, which is ridiculous. In this world, you can get treatment for everything from your phone, right? She could have therapy from her phone if she actually cared about getting better. Amber does not want to get better, right? All right, she would get irritated.
Phone or responded to messages.
I'm sorry, I interrupted Emily saying she would get irritated if I checked my phone or responded to messages. It's as if, like, that's how Amber is. She needs a monopoly on your time when you're dating her. Like people should be able to check their text messages.
That weren't about her or focused on her. That visit also happened right after she posted who I was and the doxing stuff that followed.
That's not cool. Let's see. That visit also happened right after she posted who I was and the doxing stuff that followed, so tensions were high.
So I kind of brushed it off at the time, thinking it was just stress. But everything really started to change when Amber came to visit me. She was originally only supposed to stay for a week or two, tops. It wasn't going to be some extended thing. We were planning on probably around 2 weeks. I think she stayed like 3 months, wasn't it? 3 or 4 months?
Jesus.
2 weeks, because that's when I'd be off work and able to take her home. But by day two, I've only seen these, was it last night? I haven't slept for ages, didn't I? I've only seen these once as I was talking to Emily. So I've probably forgotten most of it. Because that's when I'd be off work and able to take her home. But by day 2 of her being at my house, things already started to shift. It was weird how high-strung she was that early on. Day 2.
Day 2.
I don't know what shifted, or it was the change in environment, but she just acted off.
Well, I would guess that what's happening is like all of a sudden Amberlynn's a little out of control. Like she's so used to being so in control, but now she's not in any sorts of control because she's not in her own house. I think it was a huge red flag. She's not mentioning it, and I'm shocked she's not mentioning it. But why did she let Amber bring all 3 of her animals? I don't know. Anyway,
She really
this whole thing, so like that's crazy, man.
didn't like that I had a life outside of her.
Right.
I mean, I work 12-hour shifts. I have a family, friends, pets, a house to take care of. I have responsibilities, but anything that wasn't about her felt like an inconvenience to her, and she made that very clear.
Now I'm mad. Now I'm mad because, so, all right. So that means Emily was gone for 12 hours. So see, So Amber should have. So Amber should have made sure that the pets were taken care of during the day. If all that baloney she said yesterday about the animals peeing everywhere is true, then that's straight Amber's fault then, because Emily was at work all day. So why couldn't Amber just freaking clean the litter box
Yeah,
anyway?
well, by day 2, Jesus.
Yeah,
I'd get home from a 12-hour shift, completely exhausted from a stressful job, and she'd
Ugh.
get upset if I wanted to go straight to bed.
Oh, come on,
She'd
Amber.
say things like, "Oh, you're not going to hang out with me," or ask me to take her to the casino or go shopping.
What's the matter with her? Amber has no concept, absolutely no concept of what working a 12-hour shift would be. I can't.
And if I said no, she'd get upset and compare it to her working on vlogs all day.
Listen, I've done both. I'm not gonna lie. First of all, Amber's not working on vlogs all day. Are you kidding me? She never works on a vlog. How? Her vlogs are barely edited. My God. She'd want to go shopping after she worked a 12-hour shift. What's the matter with her? God, Amber has no clue. No clue.
Someone actually gave me the idea 3-minute vlogmases. Like, and if you go over 3 minutes, then awesome, that's amazing. At least you're uploading every single day, even if it's 3 minutes. And
See, like, as little effort as possible. That's what Amber does. And she's literally creating a basically 3-minute vlog into comparing that to working a 12-hour shift anywhere. I don't know where Emily works, but friggin' a 12-hour shift. Like, come on, Amber. Good Lord.
like, you know what? That's kind of a good idea.
Saying she still had the energy to do things, so I should.
Of course she had energy to do things because she didn't do blank all day.
Too. Amma expected me
Oh
to
my
be.
God. Who is it? Blarian. Thank you so much for the super chat. Let's see. What do they say? Oh, thank you. Blarian said, I love your hair straight, but more so curly. So glad I made the live. Thank you so much. I definitely will. Thank you. Yeah, my sister fixed it for me this morning, so it looks especially nice today. But I'm gonna it's gonna go back to curly I was gonna wash it today, but it's probably tomorrow, and it's gonna be in the vlog I have coming out later this week, so that'll be fun. Yay! Thank you so much again.
Constantly available. If I didn't text or call during my breaks,
Ugh.
I'm sure we've done this with Destiny.
Right? Yeah, she did this with Destiny. Amber would make Destiny like talk to her all lunch break, which was annoying because Destiny wanted to have lunch with like her coworkers and stuff. Friggin'
Or if I wasn't giving her attention constantly, she'd get upset or start a fight.
Weird.
I told her in the beginning that I need to be able to have alone time because that is how I
Yes.
decompress from stress.
I'm the exact same way, by the way. I need alone time. I have to close my door. I need to be... I'm the same way. And I do not work. And I'm that way. I'm retired, man. Like, I can't imagine after a 12-hour shift. Like, after work, I would not talk to no one. Like, oh my God. How annoying.
We've had arguments.
I'm not shocked because we've heard this before, right?
About that before, she visited too, because she didn't like that. She would always accuse me of not loving her
Right.
and say how terrible of a girlfriend I was. She wanted me to call out of work anytime she was having a crisis.
Ha! It's
It
probably
just
every
felt
other
like
day.
she wanted me to stay home.
Are you getting my text? I feel really sick and I am having an anxiety attack. I really
Ugh.
need someone.
I think we all suspected that, talked about that. She was always in a bad mood because of this. If I did anything that didn't involve her directly, she would start an argument. I was exhausted, trying to juggle everything in my life, on top of her constantly being mad at me. We'd get into arguments and she just wouldn't let anything go. She would gaslight, deflect, just typical narcissistic behavior.
That sucks. Like, you come home after a 12-hour shift and your girlfriend's starting an argument about crap.
It got to the point where I started going into the other room just to sleep because she wouldn't stop arguing with me.
Right. The badgering. We've heard that before. We've heard this before. She'd said this. Excuse me, guys. Sorry. Beck said the same friggin' thing. She badgers. Amber does not let crap go. You know, I have known people like that, by the way. When they just don't let, those, anyway, and like, those types of people don't have friends long. So just saying.
When I was trying to rest before a shift, she came into the room and stood over the bed. Ugh.
Oh, that's
I'm
so...
just really surprised that she didn't just, like, keep you locked and cornered into an argument all night and you got no sleep. Because if that would have happened with me and her, that's what she would have done with me.
She told me that...
Same thing. That's so weird. But this is what's bizarre about it. So, Amber's seen that. Amber's seen Beck accusing Amber of doing that. So why can't Amber, like, realize that about herself and, like, change that behavior? I don't get it. Like, how does she not see a problem friggin' with this, man?
if I wasn't going to finish the conversation, which was basically her going on and on
Right.
about how I didn't love her and all this other crap, then said, fine, if I can't have peace from being able to have this conversation, then you aren't going to either.
Oh my God.
She would then stand next to the bed I was sleeping in and intentionally keep me up all night. I felt like this happened every time she knew I was going to work.
Oh my God. That's like horror movie stuff. And mind you, this is going on in Emily's own home. That sucks.
Like she was intentionally keeping me up because she didn't like that I wasn't home instead of at work. Emily again? Yeah, this stuff was happening more and more frequently.
I believe
And then
it.
I say, sounds like she didn't want you to work and just spend all day at home with her. I'm guessing she used BPD as an excuse for...
Yeah, and that's weird because, I doubt Emily's going to work for fun. What's the matter with Amber? Does Amber have the money to give Emily... Like, can Amber pay Emily's salary? Like, why is she doing this? And by the way, I'm just going to keep talking about that. The thing is Amber's job has no security. Okay? So even if Emily wanted to do that, okay, Amber, I'm going to let you pay my bills. How long's that going to last? I'm sure Emily realizes this. Friggin', she's not going to... Oh my God, man. Oh, Blarian, thank you so much for gifting memberships. That's so nice. Thank you. Guys, by the way, I was going to have a member stream this morning. In fact, I swear to God, I was in the middle of setting it up. We were going to watch Hexacana's newest video, but friggin', covering Amber's last live stream, but then this was uploaded, so I abandoned that ship. Yeah, exactly. Thank you, Jamie. Said she wanted Emily home to play Choosy all day. Exactly. But by the way, new members, I do have member streams every Tuesday and every Friday at noon. So make sure your notifications are on. Thank you.
shitty behavior. How did I know that?
Jesus Christ.
She 100% used your BPD.
Alright,
Her
that was a typo. She 100% used BPD as an excuse.
BPD as an excuse. That's what frustrating me the most.
Imagine having BPD,
BPD.
unregulated, unmedicated,
Whose
finding
fault
out-
is that? When you're an adult, this is your job to take care of. Sorry, when you're an adult, it's your job to fix crap. I hate to say it. It sucks. But I don't know. She's just... I think the word here is learned helplessness. I don't know much about it, but friggin' Amber's got to get the frig over it, because the world is not here for her BPD excuses about everything. Like, no, it's ridiculous.
Oh, just betrayal. Like, you go crazy. Like, you genuinely go crazy.
Once again, I said this yesterday. The thing is that people are gonna act like how they're gonna act. Some people are gonna betray you. Some people are gonna be wonderful. The only thing you can control is your reaction to it, right? I don't know. Amber's way of reacting to anything is crying and blaming BPD. She forgot to brush her teeth today. It's the BPD.
Anytime she'd have one of her tantrums, she wouldn't take any accountability and say it's because she has BPD.
Right.
And she'd be like, I'm not trying to be mean, I'm just trying to tell you how I feel. When she would literally scream at me about something, like taking 4 minutes longer than I said I would.
Did you really set a timer? I did a couple times.
Well, you're
Yes.
a bitch.
Taking 4 minutes
weird.
longer than I said I would. When I went outside to smoke. Alright, I told her she can't use that as an excuse if she refuses to do anything to help herself to get better. She made a lot of false promises of getting into therapy.
Well, she has to her audience, too. She doesn't want to get help. She wants to stay unique.
She told me in so many different occasions that she was signed up and she
Right.
never went.
Right.
I remember a video of her
Right.
saying, oh yeah, I found a therapist here in Wisconsin.
So I have actually found a psychiatrist / therapist who I'm going to be speaking to. I'm going to be calling. I have not called yet. I have discovered them.
Okay. She has intentions. She's going to, guys. I will, I promise, she said.
found them. I know about them, and they know nothing about me yet.
And this is me.
Right, because she never got the ball rolling. She never wants to get help. She wants to stay unique.
Yeah, I remember a video where she said she found a therapist in Wisconsin, and I thought, right, she's been awful to Emily, and this is her way of saying, hey, I'm going to get help.
Yeah, that's what they do. They're like, by they, you guys know who I'm talking about. They with a capital T. They're like, oh, I'm gonna get help. I'm gonna get better. I'm gonna dangle the carrot. Blah blah blah.
That's what she did with Beck a lot. I'll work on
Right.
myself, I'll improve. And it didn't last very long.
Right.
So I was gonna see a BPD therapist
BPD.
when I was in Wisconsin, but they were
But I want to keep having BPD so I can keep doing whatever I want and pushing people around.
located in Wisconsin. And I was wasn't thinking at the time, and I do not live in Wisconsin. I live in Oklahoma. So now I have to re-find someone.
Just me again. So what would you do all day when you were at work? I'm gonna take a guess and say nothing. Lay in bed all day watching reaction channels. How could I have gotten that right?
I can't wait to see what this response is. So what did Amber do all day? Let's see. I'm so excited. Like I said, I'm kind of believing this because if you guys don't believe it, if any of you don't believe this, I need you to type 4 and say what the motivation would be for Emily to lie. That's the thing. Like, Emily's making no AdSense right now. Emily's not gaining any followers or subscribers right now. Emily's not, clouding her YouTube channel or her TikTok or her, her Cash App or none of it right now, right? So what is the motivation for her to lie? That's what I need from you guys. Anyway.
Yep, that was one of her manipulative tactics in staying longer when it was getting to the point where I was asking her to leave.
Yeah.
She thought she would get a therapist here. I'd let her stay so she could do the therapy. She did a whole lot of nothing, to be honest. She'd sit around and watch YouTube videos, including reaction channels, all day.
Reaction channels.
Shocking. I did her laundry. Again, I think Casey did all the laundry.
Because me and my mom would do her laundry.
I remember back then I would do our laundry for us. I didn't really like people touching my laundry. I still really don't, but I let Destiny do it because I trust her. Chris always does the laundry.
Now, the reason why Amber doesn't like doing the laundry is because she can barely bend over and do things. I'm telling you guys. Once again, the reason why I know this is because it's not exactly easy for me to do it, right? Friggin', I usually have my nieces help me with the laundry. I know Amber's not doing no laundry, right? Friggin', anyway.
Cleaned up after her and took care of the pets. She won't ever let Twinkie or the dogs out during the day when she was home, so I'll come home from work, I have to clean up Twinkie's pee off my brand new floor that I put in. I was really proud of that.
Oh my god, Amber's apartment probably smells so bad. I can't imagine. Yeah, Diane said, I'm sure Emily has done toxic things in the relationship, but all this lines up with what Amber has repeatedly done in the past. Exactly. So, and here's my whole thing, is that you could think, well, Emily's probably just copying and pasting what other exes have said, right? Because this is literally like what every other ex has said about Amber. But what is her motivation for doing that? You know, Beck and Destiny, you know, they had their own YouTube channels, so you can kind of imagine maybe they have a motivation. But in Emily's case, Emily appears to be like a working professional. What reason is there to lie? I didn't see a single 4 with an explanation, so I think you... Oh, wait, here it is. Oh, Shadow Hair. Oh, good one. Shadow Hair said 4, revenge. They're mutually abusive. That's a good one. That's true. It could be. That would be... I mean, that's... I don't know. I can't imagine having, like... I don't know. I don't know. Was revenge really that satisfying? I don't know. I guess, anyway, that's
because
true.
I recently
That's a
just
good
put
point.
it
Thank
in
you.
and I did it myself, which is a lot of hard physical work. Well, Amber knows about that.
She's claiming property damages because her dog pees on her carpet, and then Twinkie also was peeing on her carpet. They both were peeing on the carpet.
Right, and
Like,
this is frustrating because even if this is true, whose fault is that? You were home all day. Get your fat ass up and let the dogs out. The dogs don't want to be walking around on pee all day either. They want to go outside and pee just like cats want to use a clean litter box. This is pissing me off. Amber, like, you were home. You could have helped with this. It's friggin' lazy. Why do people like this insist on getting pets? And Amber just got another kitten. I can't. She can't, like, friggin', she loses cats like friggin', I don't know, what's something people lose a lot. Anyway, she loses cats and then she just gets another one. It's like so friggin' annoying.
they were sleeping, they both. So what I did was I bought this really expensive, I bought 2 of them, this really cool, like, gate type thing that she
So
actually...
you think the gate's gonna pick up the piss and crap? Wait, like, what are you getting a gate for? Honestly, they're pissing and crapping because you're not taking them out. So what's the gate gonna do? Is the gate gonna bend over and wipe up the pee and wash the floor? Like, what the fuck is your mind? Like, what are you doing all day? I can't. This is so... I can't.
It still has up to block the, there was pee pads down.
To block the what, Amber? Like, what the blank is the gate supposed to do? Was the gate gonna change the litter? Is the gate gonna scoop the poop? Oh my god, I can't. Right, Travis yelled. They peed on the floor because they had to go. Get a bell. Let them out. Friggin', like, but she's home all day, so what do you even need a bell for? Just let them out after it's been a while. My god, friggin'.
As well, just for, like, at night.
I mean, the way that we did, like, we let Rosie out when she'll, like, well, first of all, she always needs to go around the same time, but she kind of, like, she alerts us. I'm sure those dogs were alerting. Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, who here has a dog that gets up to pee and roam around in the middle of the night? I don't get it, because I've raised 5 dogs. I can't. No, dogs don't do. The reason why, if a dog's doing that, in my opinion, it's because they haven't peed. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. Anyway, I'm like, sorry. This is where I'm getting mad.
We were both sleeping, and they both had a mind of their own. You know, use pee pads.
Wait. What do you mean they both had them? Sorry.
Yeah, there was pee pads down as well, just for like at night when we were both sleeping, and they both had a mind of their own.
I don't know. Like I don't know. My dog goes. I don't know if Chihuahuas are different. I don't know, but like, do Chihuahuas gotta pee in the middle of the night? Adult ass Chihuahuas? Yeah, Throdian said it means they're not trained. Thank you. Thank you for saying that. Yeah, that's it. Because, right, Pocahontas said, my dog will paw at me. Yeah, that's one way that Rosie alerts. She kind of like scratches at our leg. Or she noses our leg. That's what she does. But usually she doesn't have to do that. We're good at letting her out. Jade said, my older male Chihuahua absolutely gets up to pee sometimes, which can be normal, but we're also investigating kidney issues. I don't know. I don't remember. I've had dogs my whole life growing up, and I don't remember ever, but they were always big dogs though, but I don't remember ever taking them out to pee in the middle of the night. That's weird. Dogs, in my experience, they like to cuddle up with you and sleep at night. Rosie usually sleeps with me, but the air conditioner is messing. Now she sleeps on her bed. Anyway, I gotta stop talking about this, but this is just like really sending me. Sorry.
You know, use pee pads. Actually recently started using pee pads.
No! Sorry, I just yelled. Sorry. I didn't know this. Cecily said Emily had a fenced-in yard. Bye. I can't. She had a fenced-in yard the whole time. Amber, you're lazy as... And you had those animals using pee pads, and she had a fenced-in yard. You are lazy as frig. Bye. That's disgusting. I'm like so mad. I can almost understand, like, you don't feel like getting up and taking the dog for a walk to pee, okay? You can almost understand that because it's hard, because she's nearly 600 pounds, all right? All right. But all she had to do was get her fat ass up and open the door. Wow. Wow. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. Oh, I'm mad. Our yard, we used to have a fenced-in yard. We don't here, so... Rosie's really good though. We don't have to take her out on a leash, but that's why she's got to go on like walks now because or more. Anyway, the point is, this is unbelievable. I'm like shocked. I am shocked. Jade said Amber definitely doesn't train or look after her animals, but it is normal for older dogs to not be able to hold their pee for as long, and Twinkie is older. Okay, thank you for saying that. Anyway. Oh, you know what? Wait, someone said something about the ads. Washable Marker. My member streams are ad-free. So, you're a member. So, when I do my Tuesday and Friday streams, there's no ads. So, by the way. For members, there's no ads. Anyway.
Sleeping.
This is a public stream.
I have an elderly dog. It just happens. Dogs are dogs.
No, yeah, dogs are... I've never in my life had a dog not... I get it. Older Chihuahuas, I imagine they've got tinier bladders. They got to pee at night sometimes. But first of all, why don't you get your lazy fat ass up and open the door for her? You don't have to take her for... I'm getting so mad. She didn't even have to take her for a walk in the middle of the night. You just had to friggin' open the door. And the reason why I'm getting I'm mad and tapping my thing is because it must have been more than just a few times at night because apparently there was piss everywhere. So that's anyway.
Ugh. Like I tried to fix it. Like
no, you didn't.
Genuinely, and then I ended up
buying...
What,
a friggin' gate? What's the gate gonna do? The gate doesn't have arms. Jesus.
a whole steam cleaner for her. Like, I tried to fucking fix it, bro. But it's
Let
crazy
the fucking dog out, you lazy ass.
because she has this cat named Princess, which she keeps trying to throw out, by the way, on the streets, and I keep telling her not to. She really wants to fuck around. We can fuck around and find out. So I'm fucking done. Anyways, she has a cat.
Amber, bend over and pick up and clean the litter box. That's why they. So all of a sudden, so this is what happened. So friggin', now Princess has to share a litter box with 2 other cats, and no one's cleaning it. That's what I'm imagining.
That pees all over the fucking downstairs on the.
Not normal. That's not normal. Okay, for a cat to pee all over the downstairs, not normal. Okay, I get a dog peeing, an elderly dog peeing in the middle of the night sometimes. You guys, thank you for telling me about that. I can understand that. But if that were the true case, then the whole downstairs wouldn't smell like piss, because it would just be a little chihuahua pee every once in a while, right? We're not talking about that. Now we're talking about a cat that pisses everywhere. Friggin'. Hell yeah, Amber put Tommy's patience at risk. Lavender, friggin'. Thank you for the super chat. Yeah, City Dweller said if there's 2 or more cats, you need 2 or more litter boxes. Absolutely. We have 2 litter boxes, but the upstairs one, unfortunately, my nieces closed. There's 2 doors. Like, there's a door to go up to the attic, and then my nieces have a door to their room. And sometimes one of those doors would be closed, and the cats can't get to that one. So I have to leave my door open. I don't know. Why did I say all that? The point is, yeah, you gotta have more than 1 litter box. Oh my goodness, Jen, thank you so much for the super chat. She said the previous dog we had was 13 when we had to put him down because he was peeing in the house and in pain from arthritis. Aww. She doesn't take good care of her animals, period. Too selfish. Always have a coffee. Anyways, have a coffee just eat. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate this. What was I gonna say? I'm just saying that it's not normal. The cat peeing is not normal. Okay, that cat's either sick or that litter box is filthy. So this is also your fault. So what were you doing all day, bro? Editing a vlog about nothing? Like, good lord. She wasn't even going to bingo at this time. She was just filming vlogs sitting in a weird basement. I remember this time. Like, good lord. Oh my god, I'm so mad about the pets.
On the chair, on the couch.
Weird. Amber, I can't even listen to this. That poor cat. This is your fault. The cat's either sick or the litter box is filthy. That's the only reason why a cat does that. They're clean. They're super clean animals. Yeah, cats hate to leave their waste uncovered. Thank you, Sienna. Because predators can smell it. It's a weird animal thing. They keep super clean and they bury their piss and crap. Okay, they bury it. Anyway.
The clothes, onto this, onto that.
Your fault.
So
your fault, lazy ass.
Stop trying to fucking blame me and my dog.
Yeah, what do you mean stop blaming you? Clean the litter box. What else are you doing all day? That's disgusting. Doesn't it stink?
For everything in your life.
Jeez.
Because I will literally come for you. Oh.
Don't come for me. How about you go to the vet with the cat that's pissing everywhere? How about that? Why don't you come for all the piss and crap in the litter box? How about that? Anyway.
Literally ruined the flooring because the pee would sit there until I got home from work to clean it. If you remember one of her vlogs, she talked about her responsibilities of letting the pets out.
So on days that Tommy works, especially, like, I have the same, like, morning routine. I'll wake up, take the dogs out, refill cat food, dog food, water. It's just, like, every day. Just my go-to.
That lasted about 2 days.
That's like the most basic thing ever. That's
started a lot of fights too.
It's just back at home in Oklahoma, like, my routine is just a little bit different. But having to form another routine, you know.
But you don't... How is your routine different here than Oklahoma? What, you don't feed the animals when you wake up normally? You don't take the animals out when you wake up normally? This is speaking volumes. Unbelievable. Unfriggin' believable.
Wisconsin is a little hard.
What do I say? Disgusting. Only time I remember her talking about her responsibility with the pets was when she did the video explaining how Rarity got out.
So usually I take the dogs out and this curtain is usually open.
I'm sure she talked
Beautiful deck, man.
about that stuff before, but I just can't remember.
And like Emily's got a nice house to look, or a nice. I wonder if it's like a townhome. Anyway.
Actually, before I ask you about Rarity, how bad did the tantrums get? What was the worst? If you're okay talking about it, if not, I'll shut my face. The tantrums...
So I can't. Right, how is that hard, Pines? And why wouldn't you want to do that? Don't you want to give your animals fresh food and fresh water in the morning? Like, come on. Like, why wouldn't you want to? Friggin'. I do kind of get why you wouldn't want to clean out a litter box. I get it. I drag my feet with that too. In fact, I still haven't done it yet today. Oh my God, great point. Travis points out there were no collars either on the animals. That's a horrific point. Right. Jen said Princess the cat is stressed because there are 2 random cats that showed up without a proper introduction. I'm assuming there's no proper introduction. And, oh, it's a split level house, Megan? Oh, people found it. That's terrible. People found it. Anyway, yeah, I'm guys, I'm sorry. These poor pets. I don't know what to say. Yeah, Stressed Mommy said Emily probably crated her dog while she worked. Yeah, Ursine said I'm about to clean the litter box. Clean it twice.
slowly escalated each time. It started with just her shouting at me.
Why did I just rubbed my eye and I have mascara on. I'm so stupid.
Escalating to her slamming doors and punching walls.
Punching walls? Jesus. Like...
Every time I tried to leave the room, she would block doorways.
Oh my God, that probably wasn't too hard for Amber to do.
She was also really jealous. Anytime I talked about
oh, that's
Colleen,
not right.
I wasn't allowed to share memories or say anything about it really anymore, or she would end up getting really upset and pissed off at me.
And that sucks because, you know, Emily said in the beginning, you know, Amber was aware that Emily had just lost Colleen and, oh, anyway, like that really sucks.
The rest of the day.
I know how much he loved Colleen and still does. Like, I fully get that. During arguments, she would literally tell me, "You're never going to be Colleen." Like, just saying how much better Colleen was. Like, I had to literally compare myself, and I was in competition with Colleen every single day of my life. Every single day that I was with her. But to continuously use...
It's not about competition. See, she's just not emotionally ready for a relationship. She is not adult enough to handle a relationship. It's not about competition. It's weird for her to think of it that way. It's just Emily was engaged or married or something. One of those. You know, it was a long-term relationship, and unfortunately she died. I mean, that's... Amber... God, her fingers look so dark right there. Anyway, Amber just can't relate because she's not adult enough to relate with these concepts. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to explain, but yeah, thank you. Brooklyn put it better. She said being jealous of a dead girl. Right, thank you for putting it plainly. It's unhealthy, right, Travis? No, she's not mature Mish. This is terrible. This is just
Colleen
terrible.
as like a weapon, it became awkward for me.
It was really hard, but the worst of the
It sounds like Emily was upfront with, you know, look, I lost Colleen, and it sounds like Emily, you know, Amber just was rushing to making this relationship. It's like Amber wanted to rush into a married arrangement or something. Anyway. Yeah, Cecily said you can't be on competition with a deceased person. Exactly. It's beyond bizarre. Like, this is way too jealous. This is toxic, right?
was actually the night before Rarity went missing. She saw me scrolling through my phone and there was women on my Instagram feed. She flipped out and said I was micro-cheating.
I got really fucking upset. Obviously, anyone, even mentally well people would have been pissed, would have been so fucking hurt. Probably marriages would have been divorced, like that type of deal, okay? So we get in a big fight, duh.
The argument escalated really fast. That was the first time she got physical with me.
Wait a minute. Before that's awful that Amber got physical, but before I get into that, so I mean the thing, like, why was, okay, so apparently Tommy was scrolling and like friggin', I guess there were big women on her feed, but why is Amber shocked to see that Tommy's got women like that on her feed? Like, does Amber think she's small? Apparently, obviously Emily likes bigger people, so it's not shocking that they were on her feet. It's just, she was just scrolling. I don't know. The jealousy. This is so sickening.
She threw things at me.
And she ends up throwing the can at my car. Made me mad.
You're saying if I could hit someone, I would? Okay. I can throw this at someone's head.
Did Amber throw a glass at your mom? Yes. She did.
Like, the fuck? I could take this and throw it? I'm just not a physically abusive person.
I told her I was going to...
So, she's not, I didn't throw them at I didn't hit their head, I just threw it at their head. That's basically what Amber's saying. It wasn't abuse because it didn't exactly hit their head. Like, that's literally what Amber's saying. Oh my god.
leave the room. She then grabbed my arm and dug her nails into my arm.
Oh my god.
To the point of drawing blood.
All I remember
Oh my
is she
God.
got mad and
I can't imagine, like, Amber's fingers seem kind of stubby. I'm surprised that Amber was able to get blood out of it.
she grabbed my arm. Dug her nails into my arm.
I tried pushing past her to get through the doorway, and she pushed back into me and actually falling on top of me.
I remember I tripped over her rug. I landed.
Oh, she said that with a smile. Did you guys see that Duper's delight? Look at this.
I remember I tripped over her rug.
Look at that smile. I tripped over a rug. That's such a good lie. See that? Guys, keep your eye out for this. This is called Duper Delight, and it's like, it's people telling a lie and like getting a little high from it. You can see it in their face. It's so... Anyway, I'm like getting pretty good at spotting it, but Amber is really bad at hiding it. I mean, look at that smile. She's like... Anyway. Let's see. Ms. Misery said, imagine having a silverback gorilla fall on you. Anyway.
I landed into her. She fell on the ground. And I'm like, as that's happening, I'm trying to get her, like, she's falling. I go to grab her off the ground. It didn't work out very well. She still landed on the floor. And then she started like hysterically, how come you pushed me? I'm like,
Amber, you're freaking 600 pounds and you're like falling on her and like, oh my god. Look, she's making fun of her. I hate that. Oh my god. She's making fun of her health. That's terrible. What's the matter with her? My god.
what is actually
Yeah.
happening? So she like, I don't know. It
What
was
is actually happening? You're like checked out of reality. You don't even know what you're doing. She's like, I think Amber like blacks out. Right. Real Mad said, I love your handle. Said, yeah, I'd be in pain if Amber fell on me too. Exactly. And yeah, Mina says she doesn't even know how heavy she is. I guess not. Friggin'.
this whole fucking thing. And I was like, this cannot be real right now.
I said, Jesus.
Right, the end said, why is she mocking Emily? Right, she's mocking how Emily was when Amber fell on her. 600-pound nearly Amber. Oh, that's terrible. Oh my god. Holy moly.
She says, at that point, I was livid. I told her to go back to Oklahoma, and then I was absolutely done. And this is the night before Rarity, right? Whoa,
Oh, that was the night before Rarity. Imagine how. Oh my god.
Pissed her off more. She then grabbed a picture of me and Colleen and held it up and threatened to break it. She knew that it was something that would hurt me more than anything she could do physically to me. Like the lowest she could go, she let her apologise and then tried begging for me back, saying that it was her BPD. There it is, At first, she denied.
You know, here's the. I'm gonna say it. At this point, like, I'm listening to this and I kind of believe her. Like, this does sound like BPD. But she's not doing anything about it. She's just letting it get worse. She's letting more people get hurt. Jeez Louise. It's terrible.
That she did any of those things, which that sucked too.
No, I never destroyed her ex's photo. This genuinely cannot. Like, I have never been so gaslit.
And I'm like, am I just imagining the gouges out of my arm? She apologised profusely when she knew that she couldn't gaslight me into believing it didn't happen. At that point, I went to my 12-hour shift after that. Jesus Christ.
Oh my god, that was before work. Before a 12 friggin' hour shift. Oh my god. I don't even know where her job is, but friggin', I'm sure her job was a break from Amber. Oh, yeah. Fossey said, but she's an empath. Oh, wow. Travis said, yeah, that's right. Travis said, Casey said Amber used her body to pin him down. That's right. That's right. Casey did say that. Yeah, Throdian said I would call the police to get her out. Friggin', I love those cop cams. Can you imagine? Oh my god, can you imagine? Who else type 1 if you watch cop cams? Is it just me? Anyway, wouldn't a cop cam with Amber just be everything? I would love that. A cop cam of this, I would watch that.
Oh my god, then you went back to work, I said.
It's horrible.
After work,
traumatic.
I didn't want to go back home. I was exhausted, drained, and didn't want to deal with her crap all over again. She had been blowing my phone up all day trying to apologise.
That's annoying.
And see if I would change my mind about having her go back home. Okay. After work, I went for a walk to decompress. She was not happy about that and was blowing my phone up asking me to come home. It was about 2 hours after my shift that I got a text from her saying that she couldn't find Rarity.
Wow. So she worked a 12-hour shift. After a 12-hour shift, she goes for like a 2-hour walk. Imagine how miserable it must have been having Amber in her house for her to do that. Friggin'. Anyway, and during that time, Rarity went missing. I know, Sienna said, poor baby. Take a breath before this? It's bad? Fossey said, I wouldn't be surprised if Emily's family warned her to start taking videos of Amber's behavior in case Amber claims that Emily was the one getting physical. I don't know. I've seen pictures of it. I've seen Emily, and I think it'd be a little hard for the police to believe that Emily could hurt Amber. Anyway, I'm not sorry. I'm laughing because I'm not. All right, I'm taking a breath. So this is a lot. Oh no. All right, Kimberly said I'm out. I kind of want to click off too, but I'm.
She said she hadn't seen her all day, but was just telling me this now. At that point,
She hadn't seen her all day, but she was just telling me now.
Came home right away. I figured she was just somewhere in the house, and she was just saying that to try to get me to come home.
Right.
But after I searched the entire house while Amber watched.
While Amber watched. She searched the whole house while Amber watched. The friggin' fat ass. Sorry.
She wasn't.
I can say that. I used to be, fat. I can say that. I'm just saying. The one of the ways that you get to be not fat is by not sitting on your ass all day. I'm just saying.
Where to be found. At that point, I moved the search outside. I was exhausted, but searched all hours of the night looking for her. I really thought I would find her that night, but it was no luck. I know there's text messages coming up in a second, I'm waiting for that. At that point, I made posters and hung them up all around town to local businesses. I think Amber even said Emily's basically doing everything.
Tommy has made like online posters and put it on different websites and like went outside and we've been like yelling her name.
Posted on social media and lost cat pages. Amberlynn's one job was to call the shelter to make a report. But when I called the shelter after they found a cat that was deceased, that kind of matched Rarity's description, it ended up not being her.
Okay.
The shelter told me no formal report was ever filed. The only info they had was the report from the lost pet database that I submitted.
Oh my god.
So at that point, I filed the formal report with the shelter with her description. But they could call if they had anybody turn her in. I'm sure when we saw the report, everybody was like, oh, Amber's got the age wrong of Rarity, and I'm sure there was something else wrong. I'll have to check. But I guess that would check out if Emily did it. Maybe she
Right.
would get the details wrong because...
Right. Okay, that,
So anyway,
yeah,
I
that
think
clarifies
fits.
that.
But I spent hours upon hours driving around looking for her, walking through fields and in between houses around my house through the snow.
Yeah,
And
you
that's when
could see the snow on the ground. Like, remember when Amber was showing how she left the door open or whatever? Friggin', you know, getting up and walking to the door was the most exercise Amber got those couple months, I'm telling you.
Everyone thought, yeah. Amberlynn would go in the drives with me, but obviously didn't do the walking around part. Again, I think
Why?
everybody-
Why? Does she have MS or something? No, she's just fat.
Yeah, I said that. I would get so pissed when we were driving because she would have her head buried in her phone playing a stupid
God, Amber, you
Farmville type
suck.
game instead of looking out the damn window to find her cat.
I have this app on my phone. It's a game. It's called like Harbor Gossip or Gossip Harbor. I don't even know, but I'm like obsessed with it. I've been obsessed with this game, Dice Dreams.
I loved Rarity, and she was a sweet cat that would always sleep on my chest. I did everything I could to try to find her. I can't say 100% that she purposely let her out, but given the circumstances, the situation doesn't look good. No, it does not. If it was a ploy to get her to be able to stay in Wisconsin longer, then I guess it definitely worked.
It was a lengthy stay that became lengthier because we loved being around each other, which then became lengthier once
Look.
Rarity went missing. I was not going to leave her here.
See the text
Amber,
message?
you suck. And she has a new kitten now. Isn't that terrible? I'm sorry, Pocahontas is upset. The end said, why didn't you look in the yard at least? Because Amber didn't want the cat to be found. She wanted to stay with Tommy.
Just coming up 2 seconds. Me again. I don't know if you're like Amber and keep old messages, but do you have any messages from Amber about Rarity going missing? It's the one after this one. Yeah, I do. I have the message of her initial reporting when she's missing, which is time-stamped. It shows that her story that she posted on her vlogs about being missing at 5 a.m. was not correct.
When it happened, it was 5 a.m.
These are
Friggin' liar.
the text between Amber and Emily. Amber says, so am I leaving? Wait, I read that wrong. I also have moments where I snap at you. I haven't been able to find Rarity all day.
Oh my god, look at that wall of text that Amber's sending her. She's like a nightmare. Friggin'. What are you guys saying? Right. Megan said it can't just be a coincidence that they had a huge fight the same day Rarity went missing. Travis said Mrs. Claus was definitely Rarity. Here in the Midwest, a cat ending up at a shelter 80 miles away isn't uncommon, especially with crowding. She was adopted out. I really hope so, Travis. I did, when I have done readings about Rarity in the past, I thought I saw her with other cats. Oof. Anyway.
What time is this at? 10:06.
10:06 p.m. She says, I haven't been able to find Rarity all day. I need help finding her. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere. And Emily said, I'm afraid to come home. And Amber said, I didn't go to the back porch. Why didn't you go to the back porch? What do you mean I didn't go to the back porch, Amber? Why not? Your cat's missing. Why the blank didn't you go to the back porch? Why not? Why wouldn't you go everywhere looking for your cat?
I need help finding her, please. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere all day. Emily says, I'm afraid to come home, to be honest. Amber says, I didn't go to the back porch.
What's that mean? Why'd she say that?
Amber says, I didn't go to the back porch.
Yeah, what's that?
Amber made a whole demonstration video at the back porch explaining what had happened.
She's a friggin' liar.
But here she's telling Emily, I didn't go to the back porch. Don't be afraid, I'm not going to cause you any stress. You can come home and go into the bedroom. I'll stay in the living room till you wake up for work.
What the I thought you needed help finding the cat. So do you want her to help find the cat, or do you want her to stay in her room all day? Oh my god, what a nightmare. What a friggin' nightmare.
10:26 p.m. If you didn't hurt me on purpose, why would you regret it? Get real. I don't want you to touch me. Amber says, I regret anything I've done that has hurt you. I understand. Oh my god, Princess is out. Emily's cat. Princess is out. She just went up the stairs into the bedroom. I was so confused for a minute. Emily, can I ask you something? What? Can I have another chance? No.
Amber,
So you want
you're
me...
friggin' a nightmare. Oh my god, this is... Exactly, Ruby Sky said I would be camped out on that back porch calling every 30 seconds. Yeah, I had a time, I think you guys know that there was a time that, that Simba was, you know, Simba was missing for 2 weeks. And that's where I was, and I was calling his, you know, anyway. Oh,
To
God.
pack my bags and leave? Yes. Check Snap, please. I've been abused before, and I was dumb to have stayed with her because look what it led to. And Amber says, I would never do that.
Girl. This is so funny. Amber said, so you want me to pack my bags and leave? And Emily says, yes. Like, look at how Emily's talking to her. So done. Amber, get the blank out of her house. What's the matter with you?
I sent a whole video. It's taking forever to send. Anyway, there's the text messages. I'll make another video talking more about it, but I'll just keep reading. But yeah, very different to Amber's demonstration video. Funny that.
Right.
get in a
Friggin'
really-
Lola said your cat is missing and instead you're begging for attention. I can I can laugh about it now. It's so true. Oh my god. Let me tell it for I think I have some new people here. I'll tell you quickly. Jamie said Simba was beezing. So what happened was Simba was gone for 2 weeks, right? During this time, when Simba went missing, I was feeding him an allergy diet because he had, he's had off and on basically since he was a baby kid. He's got finicky skin, right? And he used to get sores on his skin. And I took him to the vet a few times, and steroids or whatever would clear it right up. And I was like, this keeps happening. Like, what is causing this? And the vet said, well, it looks like an allergic dermatitis, so we can do, she wanted to do elimination. So I had Simba on venison food for at least a year or two. Simba was eating venison pretty much, and venison treats, and he was only eating that one protein, right? And but when Simba went missing for 2 weeks, when he came back, he looks like he had been on vacation. It looked like he gained weight. He looked so good. So I looked at him and I'm like, Simba, you've been somewhere. I was like, who was taking care of you? And whoever took care of him wouldn't know that he has an allergy, right? How would they know that? So friggin', I got him some regular food. And he's been perfectly fine since. He can handle the food totally, whatever I give him, totally fine. So that's Simba's story. So anyway, teacat bird. Sorry, I didn't mean to make you guys upset if I did, but so that's a happy story to cheer you guys up about a cat. Like a nice stranger, the stranger probably, because Simba's indoor outdoor, and back then I was stupid. I didn't have a collar on him. I got a collar and an air tag on him now with my number on it and everything. But anyway, he didn't at the time. So yeah, it was scary. And when I got him back, it was the happiest thing ever. So all right, I had to share that with you guys. Sorry. Yes, he went on vacation, Anastasia. It was almost like God was like, all right, then, like, I don't know, because the food was expensive, you know, like prescription food is not cheap, right? That kind of food is not cheap. So it was like, God was like, you know what? He demonstrated to me that I didn't have to do that.
Fucking bad argument. She leaves through the glass door, leaves the door open. Nope. I did not notice because I did not go near the door.
Right, because you never got your fat ass up. So I know I'm being mean right now, but I don't like how she's treating the animals. That's why I'm acting like this, okay?
I did not go near the door.
Like the animals are helpless. You know, Emily is an adult and was able to, you know, just remove this situation to kick Amber out and all that, right? The animals don't have a choice like that. The animals depended on this thing. And that's making me mad. And Amber just comes up with excuses instead of being like, yeah, nah, I shouldn't have done that. Hey, maybe I should lose some weight so I can, like, clean my animal's bathroom.
I was sitting at the kitchen table waiting for her to come home. And that's when I noticed the cold breeze. Literally left the fucking door open.
Yeah, thank you. Red Left Hand said, I don't understand why she didn't didn't at least put a collar with a tag on Rarity. That's like the most basic thing. Like, it's so basic. I mean, well, okay, I didn't realize it myself at the, you know, look, I should, now I realize it. So, I don't know. But the point is she still doesn't have collars on these animals. She brought them all the way to Wisconsin. And she didn't think, okay, they're going to a strange place, let me make sure they have a collar. My God. Oh my God, the way I forced Mert to take Simba to the vet to update his chip before we moved. I was so friggin' annoying about it. Because I knew he was going to go in and out after we moved. There's not much I can do about it personally, but I did make sure his chip was updated, and he's got all that shit on his collar, so anyway.
So fast, she didn't even close the door. It was just a lot. In my brain, I was thinking, there's no way Birdie got out. We're good. You know, it's like one of them things. But it was the next day.
The next day. How do you go a whole blanking day? All right, we knew this. Okay.
When I was like, something really just does not seem right. I haven't seen Birdie all day. I'm thinking, oh my God, I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time. I've been taking the blame this whole fucking time.
Right, me next. Well, that doesn't look good. She made a couple videos crying about Rarity. Were you off screen watching this, and what did you think? Because her acting is shite. I don't remember saying that. I mean, it's true. Her acting is shite.
It is shite.
I've always thought that. I didn't buy she was genuinely sad.
I like that word, shite. That's a better... I gotta start saying that. Shite.
But he did that. That's not just me. I was home for a few of them that she filmed. It was always after a fight between her and I. I think she wanted to take advantage of the tears and the crying and put it on camera.
Which is bizarre because we don't believe her tears and crap anymore, so...
She just wanted to venture out. I know she just wanted to see. No.
I don't know if I believe that. I don't know.
I don't know where the fuck she is, and it's been just like literally
That's a good point. Ruby Sky said she thought about Rarity getting out and still didn't notice for a whole day. That's a good point. I don't know. I mean, I can't even, guys.
Sorry.
I even asked her, why would you film right now if you're this upset? Which she would get pissed, so I never mentioned anything about the vlogs. Yeah. She was obviously the expert and always knew what the right thing was to post. And I say, oh yeah, she's smashing YouTube. Right, sorry,
She's a YouTube queen.
Emily says, a person can only watch so many videos about Legos, choosy, and the occasional bingo session before boredom sets in. She really doesn't do a whole lot of anything.
Well, bingos, going to bingo is probably a big deal to her. Oh, Jamie, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, if Emily was leaving, why go out the back door? That makes 0 sense. It's a great point. Also, Rarity was always hanging around Amber, so how would she not notice? How would she not notice? Is because Amber's selfish and only thinks about herself. That's why. Amber's like, well, I know where I am. That's all I care about.
And I say, I always thought her Rarity videos seemed fake. Well, so did everyone, not just me.
Absolutely.
Usually when she knows she's in the wrong, but doesn't want to admit it, she's over the top and extra dramatic about things, yes. And she was definitely over the top. And I said,
oh, thank you. Starlight said, I love your glasses. That makes me so happy because, no, they're not new. I've had these for like 10 years and I need new glasses so bad. I'm hoping I can get new glasses soon because I need a much stronger prescription, obviously. But anyway, I can read, anyway, I'm okay. But if I'm looking out there, luckily I don't drive. Anyway. Kristen said it was a snowy day in Wisconsin. There's no way she left that door open. That's exactly. Like, how are you leaving the friggin'... How do you not... I can't. I don't believe any of this. And it's funny. You guys gotta watch... Hecticana made a video. I watched it. He was replying to Amber's last stream. I haven't reacted to it yet. I don't know if I'm gonna. But, he just points out, like, Amber's lies. Like, it's... Anyway. Ruby Sky said, Amba is a shite bag. No, we call her Ambo around here. I don't even know if I want to call her Ambo, because that sounds too nice. Oh, Catherine said, yeah, I don't believe that Emily left the door open. It was the middle of winter. I don't believe any of it.
Yeah. What was she like in the following weeks or however long? What she said about Rarity? Did she talk about Rarity? Oh, may as well. Also, not to bombard you, but I'll ask while it's just popped in my head and I'm still awake. I just saw a clip earlier today of you and her at the Billie Eilish concert, whatever she's called. Still don't know. You looked miserable. We did talk about her because I was actively searching for her. She would say how much she missed her every once in a while, but she definitely handled it better than I would have ever.
Yeah, I'm sure.
If I lost my pet.
Oh, that makes me miss Rarity. I miss her so much. Sorry. Moment of silence.
Moment of silence? Why would she say that? Well, you're assuming that she's dead? What's the matter with you? God.
She would cry sometimes, but she didn't cry like she did on camera about her. Oh, okay, right. I definitely feel like this was a huge distraction from the big fight that happened.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. It seemed to blow over faster than it should have. I wanted to keep it civil while she was here, while we were looking for the cat. That's when she tried signing up for therapy in Wisconsin to show that she was going to get help for how she acts.
I need to do therapy for BPD. So, I found a dude. Why did I say it like that?
We would argue on and off, though.
Because you don't... Why did you say it like that, Amber? Alright, I need help with BPD, so I found a dude. Why'd you say it like that? It's because you don't take it serious and you assume that you're smarter than them. That's why you say it like that, Amber. Because you're arrogant. Dang it.
But she was actively trying to minimize her tantrums.
Right.
I bought those tickets for her well before this happened. They were really expensive, and because they were in a premium seat, I couldn't resell them. I knew how much it meant to her to see Billy, so I took her. I tend to forgive too easily. at me again. So how did you get her to
Wow.
leave eventually? Because
Yeah.
she told us she left because she was a grown-up and had an apartment or some nonsense. It was
That's
something
funny.
stupid like that, wasn't it?
What was the real reason you went back to Oklahoma and didn't stay in Wisconsin? Because I have a whole ass apartment. I have a whole life here. I love my apartment. I love living alone in a responsible
You love living alone, right, Amber?
way. I belong here right now. So that's
Her apartment probably smells so bad like piss.
why we're currently in a long distance relationship. But I do see us moving in together in the future.
Didn't make sense anyway. Also, again, while it's in my head and I'm awake, I bet driving her home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I think that's when
Oh,
Mop
that's-
Legs was born, wasn't it? The drive home. Bottom of her feet just mopping up the piss out of truck stop bathrooms. Oh, she's so gross, man. Oh.
Wait.
The piss out of... The home wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. I think that's when Mop Legs was born, wasn't it?
Mop legs.
The drive home. Bottom of her feet just mopping up the piss out of truck stop bathrooms. Oh, she's so gross, man. Oh. She couldn't keep up her normal behavior for...
Wait, I'm confused by mop. I think I missed that, guys, because there was a time when I was not reacting much because I was for shrunken. So what is mop legs? What is that? Was she barefoot or something in there? Going through the bed like that? I'm not sure what that was. Cat Lou said, I have a whole ass man. I mean apartment. Young dumb honey bun voice. Oh my god, I forgot about her. Okay. Killwell said her extra long pants and going into gas station bathrooms. Okay, so I get it. Megan's saying her pants are so long that they mop the floor. That's hilarious. Well, I remember. That's right. Yeah, her long pants. Thank you guys for clarifying for me. I think that's because she has pants like that because she needs to hide her, or covers her ankles, I guess you can call them. Anyway.
Too long before her true
Thank you,
self
guys.
came out again, and we started arguing all the time. I finally got to the point where I couldn't take it anymore and told her she's going back home. I drove her back home to Oklahoma myself instead of waiting for her mom to come do it. I
Good.
don't know why she was insistent on making it seem like it was her decision. All right, why Amber was acting to us like, oh, it's my decision. Right, okay.
I don't want to talk about this, but I was in Wisconsin and I chose to come home myself.
I chose to make Emily take me all the way to Oklahoma. I chose. Jeez Louise. Can you imagine, like, ordering someone to drive you states away? I don't know. I chose. It was my choice. Okay,
Because
Amber.
I love living by myself, like, genuinely.
Okay, yeah, good. Leave other people alone, Amber. Friggin' anyway.
Tommy didn't want me to leave. Tommy said I am welcome there forever.
Oh, it was 19
Yeah,
hours. I
okay.
drove 19 hours straight through and flew home the next day. It took that long because of all the stops she had to take. Oh, God, yeah. That was the longest drive of
Oh my god, it's like my 600-pound life where it takes them 4 days to drive like 2 states. Anyway.
my life, figuratively and literally. Within the first hour of the drive, she was screaming at me so much that Twinkie freaked out and jumped under my feet on the driver's side floor.
I know. Dogs really don't like that.
I was driving on the highway and I
God.
had to pull over
Sorry.
because she won't come out. I don't even remember what she was mad at me about. I think it was a comment over me getting to choose the music on the radio since I was driving that long and she wanted to choose to listen to.
Have you enjoyed the ride so far?
I do. I like it. Even the music and everything.
Even the music.
Yeah, it's been pretty cool.
We had a
Do you
Billie
like it?
Eilish.
Are you happy?
God, I feel like poor. Why do I feel bad for Amber's mom for some reason? Am I the only one? Yeah, Jade said, I'm sure trousers made for 550 plus pound people aren't made for someone 5'3". I bet Amber's shorter than that. Megan said, Amber always has to listen to her music. Oh, yeah. Anywho's.
Freak, yes.
That's what.
And I
matters.
appreciate you guys taking me.
That's what matters.
No. Yeah, this is her again. After she was back home, she tried ringing me back in, saying she was going to therapy and
Okay.
actively working on it, and maybe the
Nope,
distance.
nope and nope. Amber, The only thing Amber actively works on is friggin' one of those packages of food that are hard to open. You guys, you know how some packages of food are harder to open than others? That's the only thing that I can imagine Amber actually putting effort into is opening a thing of like a honey bun or something.
It'd be good to help us eventually be able to be together again without the fighting. We had a lot of on again, off again.
No, never believe. This is how toxic relationships, like friggin', you don't be in a relationship with a, what's the word, with a potential, right? You can't fall in love with the potential, right? That's not a thing. When people show you how they are, you gotta believe them, right? You're not gonna be able to change anybody. People gotta change themselves, right? So get the hell out of a relationship like this.
Stuff. I think we all knew that as well, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Every time I tried to cut things off after things were getting bad again, she'd always have some sort of health scare to bait me back in.
Oh yeah, well, I mean, at her weight, she's gonna have a lot of those. So you guys agree with me that the Mama Lynn clip was, the Money Beat said, this Mama Lynn clip is so strange. Yeah, Natalie said, I have a feeling Mama Lynn placates Amber. Right. That's what you call it, when you placate them. When you don't agree, when you don't really want to go along, but you're just trying to keep them, like, at bay, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but I bet you're right. Anyway.
Well, that doesn't sound like Amber at all, does it?
So they're doing everything they can. She was like, oh, it just means like you could possibly have a blood clot. That's why we checked your lungs.
What? I'm itching so hard I am causing welts.
Oh, and then I say that she's done that on YouTube for years, gets found out or has some big drama, and then returns with, oh, hey guys, I have a new health issue.
Right.
And also poor Twinkie man. Anytime I've seen that dog on camera, they look terrified.
I know.
I
Poor
know
Twinkie,
why now.
baby
And again, I'm probably remembering wrong, but I'm sure Amber said she was on FaceTime with you when she was in a store with her mum when you ended it. Probably remembering it wrong. Sorry, probably am. How did you end it, and how did she take it? Both her pets would get scared during a tantrum.
That's because, like I said, animals don't like yelling and fighting, and that, it makes them nervous. So if you gotta like fight with a family member, just don't do it around the doggy. If you get your doggy, don't like that.
Bobby would always run and hide in his little enclosed litter box when she would yell. I felt so bad for him. I feel bad for Twinkie too.
He would hide in the litter box. In the probably very dirty litter box. That's so freaking sad.
It's stuck inside 24/7. I had to say I have no idea about when or what time she's referring to about being in the grocery store. I might be remembering it wrong. Probably am. I had to end it for a multitude of reasons. She obviously didn't take it well. There was a lot of threats made of trying to ruin my life if I said anything publicly of her online.
So, you know, I'm gonna fucking Snowflake. But if you share a video, which I have never shared screenshots of it, if you share a video of me during a BPD meltdown where I'm half naked due to your betrayal, that's when...
Due to your betrayal? What?
Suing will happen. Absolutely.
It's a soft love. It's a soft love. It really is.
It's a soft love. He's funny.
She still tries to reach out to me. Sometimes she's civil, and sometimes she's absolutely unhinged. You don't say.
God, block her number.
Emily again. She did do a lot of threatening anytime she felt like she didn't have control of the situation. I'm still worried she's going to totally lose it once she finds out I talked to you.
No, she did.
I should be fucking showering right now. I should be fucking washing my hair. I should be just fine and dandy.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack right here.
You probably are. Look at you. Probably are. Why you need to start working on that? How about that?
She went live twice, just before bed and when she woke up. When I watched that Beck and Destiny collab, I was shocked at the similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's the same MO, isn't it? Unless they're not giving all the details. I feel like she's gotten worse since then, not better.
Right, I know, but friggin'... She's so cured otherwise.
She was just rough on me because I didn't put up with her crap or fall for her manipulation. I do feel drained too. Or have I missed the message? Sorry. Anyway, I think I said I felt drained just listening to it, so it must be worse for her.
Yeah.
Do feel drained too. It's not a time I like to think about or remember. It's all a lot. I appreciate you respectfully listening to what I have to say so I can share my side of the story and not let her control the narrative. Is that it? That's it. I'm just
Wait, so it sounds like... So, it's so weird that... Because if you got... I reacted to... So Amber tried to get ahead of... Amber got wind of this, right? So she tried to get ahead of this, and she did 2 live streams. I reacted to the first one yesterday. I was going to react to the second one this morning, but then this came out. The point is Amber came out with 2 live streams back to back, preemptively, to get ahead of this. And it sounds like... And her first live stream, at least, that I reacted to, sounds like a whole lot of projection, because Amber was accusing Emily of doing what Emily's saying Amber did. And I'm believing Emily more than Amber, because friggin', what the frig is Emily's motivation? I still haven't gotten... Okay, some of you said revenge, and that was pretty good, but... this doesn't even seem like that sweet of revenge to me. Friggin'. Anyway. That's a good point. Stress Mommy said she threatened Beck to keep quiet too. Anyway.
They were in order. Like I said, the first time, the only time I've went through them is when I was talking to Emily, and then I quickly put them up, and then I've done this. Right, if that is it, it's it for now.
It's it for now, yeah, exactly. I'm sure this is going to keep... Why do I feel like this isn't the first time I'm going to go live today? We'll see.
I know she's gone live twice and blamed Emily for Rarity getting out. And today, I only caught a couple of clips, but she seemed very smug. So...
Yes, that's what you guys just said. The second stream Amber did is... Yeah, Blue Hoodie said, the second one is mostly Amber being smug. I can totally see that. Well, Shadowhair said, having the power to turn thousands of people against her sounds pretty sweet. No. The thousands of people were already against Amber. I mean, anyway. I don't know. I can see what you guys are saying. It's just... I mean, after this, Anyway, I'm gonna...
End of this video was meant to be me saying something along the lines of, Amber, take accountability, like you didn't do with Beck. Take accountability, say sorry, and genuinely try and improve. And this won't go away, but it'll be the end of it for me making videos.
Right.
And for Emily. Emily just wanted to get this off her chest. And this would have been it. This would have been my only video, and Emily would have been done. However, because Amber is super smart and acted very smug in today's live stream and blamed Emily, Emily is rather pissed. And now it's not the end of it, which it was gonna be.
Okay, well, alright, so I'm not done. I'm not done. If I go live again today, it'll be for members. So, members, make sure your notifications are on. Let's see, what do you guys say? Lexi said, if they've been together all this time, long distance, what is it about right now that made Emily finally want to speak it, though? Why did Emily continue long distance after this? I don't know. It doesn't... The way that I read, the way that this was, it sounds like the friggin' relationship ended, like, once Amber came back home. That's what it seemed like to me, right? Did I listen wrong? I mean, it sounds like Amber's trying to say they were together this whole time, but I don't know. Let's see. Stressed Mommy said, I think Emily's motivation is her reputation or what's left of it. None of this would have come to light if Amber wasn't in the picture. KT Harp said the long distance was in Amber's mind. I don't know. I mean, it sounded... Right. Lexi said in Amber's live yesterday, she said they just broke up. Okay, Anastasia said they both claim it was off and on afterwards, so... I don't know. Okay, Emily said it was on again, off again. So, friggin', that's not a relationship, though. That's a situationship, in my opinion. That's not a relationship. Right. Nakema said, I hope I said your name wrong. They said, or I hope I said your name right. They said they were together just like Amber was, quote, together with Erica. Oh, I can't wait to see more of this. Kind of, KT Harp said, I wouldn't have thought a morbidly obese person would get dumped by a feeder, but here we are. Amber constantly lowering the bar.
So we're not done. I don't think we're done anyway. From the little bit of conversation I had with Emily today, I don't think we are done. And there is more to come out.
Alright.
Yeah. So yeah, just Amber shot herself in the foot by just having to go online and lie and act really smug. A lot of stuff there. Yeah, you don't have to believe Emily. Loads of people won't. I'm sure some people will. But the messages, I'll just talk about it in a second. Yeah, there it is. So am I leaving? So she knows this is it now. Emily's not taking her nonsense. It's game over. I haven't been able to find Rarity all day. This is at 10:06.
Right.
I need help finding her, please. I've been calling her name and looking everywhere all day. Looking everywhere.
Right.
But then also says I didn't go to the back porch.
Right. What the Amber? You're like, I can't. Just bye. Like, I'm done. Wait, Amber's live reacting to what? This? Oh, to this? Alright, well, I guess I'm going live later. Oh, thank you for the super chat. Jessica said, snipe, please. I'm not sure what that means. What's that mean? I'm sorry, I loved it, though. But thank you for the super chat. My God. Wait, she's live reacting to Mr. Snowflake? My God. Oy, oy, oy. Alright, let me finish this, guys. Oh, it is finished.
Okay.
Alright.
I didn't want to pester Emily too much because, like I said to her, it's draining.
Oh, Snipe, watch Amber's stream on this. Oh, you want me to watch this instead? Okay, she wants you to react right now. Oh, thank you, guys. Okay, it means watch the live of Amber's as it airs. Oh, can I do that? No, I can do that. I know I can do that. Oh, there's no rules as long as you give commentary. Yeah, Lexi said she's BPD spiraling. She needs to sit down and be quiet. I mean, I guess I kind of want to make a whole video. I want to have a separate live though about Amber's, like, but I guess how long have I been live? Hold on, guys. I've been live for a while, right? Because this was kind of a long video. I've been live for an hour and 43 minutes. I'll put on Amber for a second, all right, guys? Just give me 1 second. But I'm not going to keep it on very long because I need lunch, and I kind of want to make I want to do a separate one for I know Jen said this is like Super Bowl Sunday. This is going to be really annoying, but I'm going to I'll snipe it for a little bit, but I want to make a separate video for members. Sorry, but it's not sorry. I just don't want to have an 8-hour live stream. So hang on a second, guys. Where's Amberlynn? Okay, here she is. Oh yeah, reacting to my ex-girlfriend. You know, then like, okay.
All of these
Hold
horrendous things,
on.
like, have now like switched the script
and Emily is like a saint and we need to like interview her.
No, she's not a saint.
You know what? I want to be interviewed. Like, when is it my fucking turn?
Amber, you have like 100. This is why I want to make a video, because I want to pause her and refute. You have how many subscribers? You've got 250,000 subscribers. You can refute all day. How about that?
None of these reaction channels want to feed her, but now it's like the roles are reversed. Flip the script. Flip the script. Yes, Bug Love. 100%. I don't want to do this. I regret not doing this with the whole Beck thing, but it's my turn to respond to exactly what Emily said. And I'm scared in the sense of like she has been threatening me. She's doing this.
How is she threatening you? Amber, she lives states away and you're talking to each other online. Sorry, this is like stupid. Friggin'. Yeah, Jessica said Amber met her match with Emily. No, it's just people are just getting sick of the crap. Oh my god, look at everybody sending her money and stuff. Leslie gave her $10 and said, "We believe you, Amberlynn. I cannot wait until you take them both to court." Okay. Alright guys, I know you want me to snipe this, but I want to save this for, I think I'm going to go live later for my members. I want to have lunch, and then I'll be back, because I'm having a good hair day, and friggin'. Guys, thank you so much for coming. So I'm going to see you guys a little bit later. Members, make sure your notifications are on. Other than that, there's a lot going on. I'm probably going to be live again tomorrow, alright guys? But I know you are late, Lindsay. You just missed it. Right, exactly. Jessica said Amber can't wipe her own butt. She's not going to court. Alright guys, thank you so much for coming. I really appreciate it, and I'll see you soon. Bye everybody. I'll see you after I eat, members, okay? Bye.